Just guide you.
No. I want to listen to what she's saying because she's changing her story to me.
What?
Grandfather came through the gates and told her to leave. She began yelling, "Where are my effing kids?" He grabbed her phone and threw it so that she would leave the property. She then punched him in the face a couple of times and ran to get her phone.
What began as a dispute over access to her children quickly escalated into a criminal case. Prosecutors alleged that this was not an isolated incident, but part of a pattern of continuous family violence. As the hearing begins, the court must decide whether Annabelle Bishop deserves probation or prison.
All 2023 CR 2077, State of Texas versus Annabelle Bishop. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Ruben Herrera for the state.
Defense.
Thomas Siller for the defendant.
Are you Annabelle Bishop?
Yes, ma'am.
You entered a plea on May 1st. According to the plea bargain agreement, and it's a continuous violence case, the state is silent on your application, but they're asking that punishment be assessed at 5 years in the prison. Have parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor. I just have one witness, Your Honor.
All right.
Ready from the state.
Thank you. You may call your witness.
Uh,
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand. Make sure you keep your voice up so the court reporter can hear and I can hear. All right, can you state your name for the record?
Anna Bishop.
All right. Defense?
Please state your name, the relationship to Ms.
I'm
Sure.
her mother.
At this point, you understand the charges against this court, pending in this court?
Yes, I
Do you,
do.
do you know the dynamics of the ex-husband and his father?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And at this point, they are wanting her to go away for 5 years.
Of course they do.
All right, I have some questions. So you're her mother?
Yes.
How many children does she have?
She has two.
All right. Why was CPS involved?
Because her father-in-law called CPS.
Okay. And the grandchildren were placed with the father-in-law, correct?
They were placed with the father-in-law and the non-biological grandmother.
Okay. So that's where the children were placed.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you aware of the facts of this case?
Not all the facts.
Are you aware that she gave him a black eye?
No.
Are you aware that she went over to the home? At the job site, it states, the victim said that his grandchildren were placed on a safety plan on Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023 by Child Protective Services due to physical abuse allegations. Do you know what that means?
Yes, we do.
All right. So what that means is that Child Protective Services didn't do a legal case, and her attorney will tell you this. They just did a safety plan. So the safety plan is designed to get the parents stabilized. So what they did was they placed the children with the father-in-law, and I'm sure they told her that these are the times that you can have your children as far as visitation. So what he says is around 9 a.m. today, the defendant, your daughter, came to his job site again, banging on the door. His coworker alerted him that she was here, and they called the police. The grandfather came through the gates and told her to leave. She began yelling, "Where are my effing kids?" He grabbed her phone and threw it so that she would leave the property. She then punched him in the face a couple of times and ran to get her phone. Shortly after, she returned on the property, threatening to damage the grandfather's truck and flatten his tires. She was looking for rocks, so he went to stop her. She came at him swinging with a closed fist. He grabbed her by the shirt and hip tossed her to the ground. He placed his hand on her back until she calmed down. That's what happened. And that was on the first occasion, because this is continuous. And it says that your daughter has a drug problem. Does your daughter have a drug problem?
Yes.
That's either yes or no. So what drugs are she using?
To my knowledge, marijuana.
So you think she's only using marijuana? And you think all of this, that Child Protective Services, which they don't even do anymore, I don't know why they don't do it, but Child Protective Services are not putting children in safety plans or removing them because parents are using marijuana. It has to be more than that. Do you understand?
They didn't tell me that.
Okay.
I asked them.
All right. So as a parent, sometimes we let our love of our children blind us or look at things through rose-colored glasses. In order to help children, you need to take the rose-colored glasses off and see your child for who they are. Now, you may not like what you're seeing with your child. You may not like the relationships they're choosing. You may not like the fact that they're doing drugs, but you have to acknowledge that and quit glossing over the fact that she doesn't have custody of her kids. And I hate kids because it's baby goats, but I'm saying kids with the cuts. That's what's in the police report. But she doesn't have custody of her children. And the reason why she doesn't have custody of her children is because there's allegations of physical abuse, not physical abuse where her partner that she chose is hitting on her, but physical abuse to the children and drug use. That's why there was a safety plan. And that's why the children were placed with the grandfather. Now, why the children are not placed with you, I don't know. Maybe it's because you're not acknowledging the fact that your daughter has violence issues, that your daughter has drug issues. Maybe that's why the children didn't place them with, maybe that's why CPS didn't place the children with you. I don't know if you had a chance to put your name down for somebody to be interviewed.
Yes, I did. And
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but they came to my house, and because I was working, she said that I was too busy. And I've been trying to get a hold of them. I've been trying to be part of the safety plan, and they've been pushing me away.
Well, I mean, if they are pushing you away, I do, honestly, I understand why. Because you think that your daughter needs to be on outpatient treatment. You think your daughter needs to be released, and you're not looking at the fact that the children are in the care of this grandfather
This grandfather.
because of allegations of physical abuse and because she is living with somebody in a vehicle. Do you really think it's great for children to be living with parents living in a vehicle?
Your Honor, may I speak?
Yes, you may.
Okay, John Tovar and Jacob Tovar started Annabelle on drugs.
Mhm.
They gave her the drugs.
And how old was she when this started?
18,
All right. And how old was Tovar, her boyfriend?
19.
And where were you as a parent? Were you letting her be out and about? Was she still living with
She
you?
was married with her husband.
These are choices that people make. And what drugs were they using? Just marijuana?
My knowledge, like I said, I didn't.
All right. So you're saying he started her on marijuana. So according to you, the only drug that she's ever been using has been marijuana. Is that what you're telling the court?
To my knowledge of what I've known, yes, and what she's told me.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Your Honor, with that, I have no further questions. And I pass.
Any
the witness
questions?
And I rest. No questions, Your Honor. Just argument.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in to give me an insight into your daughter. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right.
After hearing testimony from Annabelle's mother, the defense makes one final request. They ask the court to consider deferred adjudication, arguing that treatment and supervision would be more appropriate than incarceration. The decision now rests with the judge.
All right. Anyone else you want to call?
I rest.
All right. Anything you wish to say to the court?
I do.
You want to raise your right hand?
Yes,
You solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Annabelle Bishop.
All right. What do you wish to say?
I am very remorseful for what happened that day. And I don't feel like I should be,
What happened that day?
well, you had just explained it, but that wasn't the whole story because he did put his hands on me as well, numerous times.
Mhm.
That's why I pressed charges back on him.
Why were you at the location?
To retrieve my kids.
All right,
Because
and
the original agreement was my kids were supposed to spend the night with him and I was supposed to pick them up that morning.
No.
That's why I was there.
So you're saying there was not a CPS safety plan in
Oh, yes,
place?
there is. Mhm.
All right.
And the plan that me and Jacob had came up with was for his dad to be on the plan and my mom to be on the plan as well.
I'm sorry. I just want to just guide you a little.
No. I want to listen to what she's saying because she's changing her story to me.
Well, for that, may I have a
Mm-mm.
minute?
No,
Thank you.
she's on the witness stand. So go for it.
But anyways, I'm very remorseful for what happened that day.
No. Let's go back to the safety plan business.
Yes,
So you're saying there was an agreement with the safety plan for what?
just for my mom and his dad to be on the safety plan. That's it. That's all I was gonna say.
No, your mom just testified. You heard her testify that says she was not considered for the safety plan. So she was not on a safety plan. So your mom wasn't on there. So the only person who was on the safety plan was him. So why did you think that you were to go and pick up the children?
My kids,
Yes.
because I missed my kids and I just wanted to see my kids. That's the only reason. I love my children.
Did you realize that was a violation of the safety plan?
No, I didn't realize that.
All right, you want some questions?
Annabelle tells the court that she accepts responsibility for her actions and asks for another chance. But before announcing the sentence, the judge weighs her statements against the evidence, the testimony presented, and the circumstances surrounding the case.
All right, is there anything else?
Oh, you guys.
All right, court is going to find you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Jacob Tovar and Juan Tovar. I see that there is a request for restitution, but in the PS report, the court does not have a restitution amount, so the court is not going to order restitution. It's not in the PSI report. Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your understanding? Did you sign it?
I thought it was gonna be probation, so I don't know.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed the plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to your attorney. And the state has tendered a dismissal for the assault on a public servant. So that case is dismissed. All right, good luck to you.
Your Honor, one thing further, we do have victim impact.
I don't think you want to hear victim impact statement today.
Oh, he's not here.
Thank you.
He said he's not actually.
All right, thank you.
The court ultimately found Annabelle Bishop guilty and sentenced her to 4 years in prison, with credit for time already served. The judge also entered an affirmative finding of family violence, prohibited any contact with Jacob Tower and Juan Tower, and dismissed the separate assault on a public servant charge in accordance with the plea agreement. The hearing concluded with the judge wishing her good luck as the case came to an end.